Greetings everyone, thanks again once again for tuning in to Porch Talk. MoNique. There's been a lot going on with MoNique this week. She had asked that people boycott Netflix because of the pay that she was offered in comparison to Amy Schumer, and she did mention Wanda Sykes getting half of what she was offered. MoNique was offered $500,000 and Wanda Sykes was offered half of that. So now they have a clip on the Shaderoom, which I'm about to show you in a second, of her basically talking about Oprah running for president. People backing her, rather. You can see that in a second. So, matter of fact, let's get to the video and take a look.
See everybody talking about Oprah Winfrey for president. And we are rallying behind her. The black women are saying, yeah. But let me ask y'all a question. Whenever did she rally behind us? When? What award show did she get up on the stage and say, #MeToo? What sister is that? And I want to say this, please. Jada Pinkett Smith, let me say something to you, baby. Me and you come from the same place called Baltimore, Maryland. And me and you...
So now in these videos, one might look at it and say, you know, what's going on here? What is she talking about? Oh, that's career suicide. I did see somebody say that, and I actually responded to the comment and liked it. But then I had to draw myself back. A lot of times we look at things from the surface. And when you look at things from the surface, it's easy to be dismissive. It's easy to say this person is crazy. It's easy to say they're having a breakdown. It's easy to say a lot of things that just might not be true. So doing a little brief research, I went on ahead to her Instagram, and her Instagram led me to the link of her podcast. I couldn't find what I needed on the podcast, so then I proceeded to go to YouTube. So on YouTube, it was this post after searching MoNique talking about Oprah. It was a post back in May of 2017, the year we just left behind. And MoNique begins to explain her story. So in the short of things, one day Oprah calls MoNique's husband asking to speak with her, and I will include the link of this video down in the information section so you can go ahead and watch it for yourself, because I want to make sure that people that watch me are well informed and understand what I'm talking about. So anyhow, Oprah proceeded to call MoNique's husband, and MoNique wasn't necessarily a fan of how she even addressed her husband in the first place. But like MoNique was saying, she let that pass because it's Oprah. You know, you get a phone call from Oprah, me, you, or anybody. That is Oprah, for Christ's sake. You get kind of lost in the nostalgia of things. So anyway, Oprah gets on and says to MoNique basically that her brother, MoNique had a brother that molested her. And her brother wanted to come on Oprah's show. And she was like, I can't put him on the show without your permission. And so Meek was like, you know, I know this motherfucker. I know he, you know, he ain't no good. You know, he probably just trying to be on the come up. But maybe he's trying to get his life together. Okay. What Oprah failed to tell her was that her mom was going to be on the show too. Now, her and her mom wasn't in a good place and hadn't been for a while. So you got the brother, who's the pedophile on the show. You got the mother, she's not in a good place with, that basically is trying to get a check any way she can. Even if it means, like, and you will see MoNique saying this, even if it means this motherfucker going on there, which would be her brother, spreading lies or supporting a lie. And her dad was on there too. So all three of them was on there, the mom, the dad, and the brother. The dad's drunk as hell. MoNique was explaining you could see her mom trying to keep her dad at bay because she could see he was about to go off like a Tasmanian devil. But anyway, so MoNique proceeds to explain how she had already spoken with Oprah and let her know some things about her mom, and you know, they both had a very disclosing conversation on both ends. And she felt that to be kind of like, at some point in the conversation when you called me, you couldn't have said, hey, by the way, your mom's going to be there. So she spoke to Oprah about the whole ordeal. And Oprah said that she would call her back, because Oprah called her, I guess, and was saying, can you believe it? And your mom showed up and all of this, you know. And not even addressing the elephant in the room, kind of just like smoothing it over or whatever. But she let her slide again because that's Oprah. But she thought about it like, I mean, at no point in the previous phone call prior to the interview did you even mention my mom was coming on the show. And then when she did talk to Oprah about it, Oprah says she was going to check into it and let her know, because she didn't know they were coming on the show. Well, you'll see MoNique and her husband say that doesn't make any sense, because when MoNique was doing her show and doing her interviews, she knew everybody who was coming on the show because she had to be prepared to ask them questions. So that was a crock of bull. Well, Oprah never came back. And then if you could watch the video, you click on the link, you'll see what happened from there. My point is this. We're so quick to be judgmental and jump to conclusions and not understanding that there's usually a background story. And this is why she's saying what she's saying. You do have some black people, and this is no knock on Oprah, because I don't know Oprah. I think Oprah is an icon, but right is right and wrong is wrong. So on this particular situation that MoNique has presented, you know, she's already been violated by her brother. And now she was cool with giving it the benefit of the doubt, having this person that violated her on Oprah's show. MoNique didn't want to be on the show. She was asked to be on the show, but she didn't want to be up there. She didn't want to sit up there with that shit. So now you're re-violating me by not even letting me know my mom's coming. You got double and triple trouble up on that motherfucking stage. So she's triple violated. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing we must understand. When things come out of your mouth, you cannot take them back. When you violate somebody as well, that doesn't go away. I don't care if they learn to forgive you and they say they forgiven again. That is the biggest crock of shit, everything. Because you know what? A person can forgive you, but they'll never forget, because that brain, it holds a lot of memories. Think about how many memories you have, good and bad. So you don't forget these things. I'm looking at things from a different perspective, and I always like to be objective. And we all need to be objective. And we need to be not so quick to attack someone based on what we just see. Because here's the deal. Any media that's showing clips, they're going to show you the juicy part of it. They're not going to show you all the background story. Matter of fact, there's no way that the Shade Room or anyone is going to pull all of these pieces together for you to get a full picture anyway. It's not even practical. But most people are not going to go on and do research for themselves. And that's the biggest issue. So after hearing this, I was like, okay, I get it. They had brought up the whole thing, whereas you got some black people, you know, I know we like to say support our own and all of this stuff, but you got some black people that don't support their own. And she even made mention that I believe the brother came and wanted to go on Barbara Walters' show, and Barbara Walters was like, no, I know what's up. No, we can't do this. We can't do this to MoNique. And that's Barbara Walters. So it's really unfortunate, and it really gave me a different perspective. As far as Oprah running for president, and I did a previous video on this, I'd have to say that she couldn't do any worse than what we have currently. What I will say is, no, she doesn't have any political experience, and I really don't know how she would be as a president. But to put things in perspective, if you guys really think, and this is just my belief, it doesn't make it right, and it doesn't mean that we should not continue to press forward and be encouraged for change, they're not going to let no renegade nigga up in there setting people free like he's Moses. It's just not going to happen if that's what y'all think. Shit has to be strategic, and it has to be gradual. So whoever gets in that office and that was going to help black people out, as like we wanted President Obama to do, and a lot of us feel that he didn't do what he could have. I appreciated him as a president. I mean, he wasn't stirring up a bunch of shit at the very least, but it's a lot of people that felt that he could have done more. Those type of things change on the spectrum, or tipping the scale in favor toward African Americans is going to be a slow and strategic effort. And it's almost, you would have to hoodwink a lot of people and get them to look over here while you're over here doing this over there. And that's even if they pass the buck. I mean, listen, Bernie Sanders would have been a great candidate, and he didn't get through. So at the end of the day, you have to understand, whoever gets in that office is because it's in the plans for them to get it in that motherfucker. I mean, honestly. And we need to get out of our heads, and it would be wonderful. It would be wonderful. But you think about it. If some renegade nigga came up in there talking about letting my people go, you know what I'm saying? We won't change. We about to get that shit today. How long you think he's going to live in office? I mean, really? Think about it. I think we are so quick to get upset and we don't strategically think about things. So the point of this video was just to get some people to think outside of the box and just really put some things in perspective. And I thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Bye. Make sure you choose Rocky Road Productions LLC Porch Talk to feed your entertainment needs. And you can do that by following us on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you like this video and share it with all your family and friends. Tag somebody in it, why don't you? And don't forget to comment down below and let us know how you feel. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe. That's right. You'll catch us every week. Looking forward to see you again next time. Bye.